Hey everyone, Caleb here. First of all, I just want to apologize for not having a video last week. What happened was I actually got sick from eating breakfast one morning. I think it was bad bacon, so I felt bad all day and just wasn't up to doing it, and wasn't able to keep any food down. So thankfully that our clinic got canceled that day, so I wasn't hurting that way, but that kind of threw things off for everything else. Some other plans that I had wanted to take care of. So we were supposed to have a clinic on, I believe it was Thursday, and that got rained out. That was when I was feeling sick, and that got moved to Monday this past week, which meant we had a clinic from Friday all the way to Thursday, going from Roanoke all the way to parts of Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia. The original plan was to do 3 clinics around the Roanoke area, and then drive on Monday to Charleston and do clinics there, and then drive Friday to come to Louisiana to join up with the next leg. So that got thrown off kilter a little bit, but we got it set up to where we can do what we're supposed to, get it back on schedule. We're actually in Alabama at the moment. We got in tonight. We left West Virginia, I believe 9 o'clock, 9:30 is when we left. We got in around 7, so we're actually back in Central Time once more. And that's what's going on so far. While we were in Roanoke, we did a few things. 3 of us went hiking for a little bit. There's a thing called the Roanoke Star. You'll see that at the end. I took a couple pictures of the star itself, the plaque that was there, and then there's a few shots that are the overview of what Roanoke looks like from the very top of the Roanoke Star. But so far those clinics went pretty well. They weren't too big. They were a little over 100, so we could take care of it. Let's see, what else did we do? We did at our clinics in the Charleston market, which 2 of the 3 weren't even in West Virginia at all. One was in Ohio, one was in Kentucky. The first one we had that was in Ohio, it was actually indoors because there was forecast of rain coming, which came true. So we actually had it inside in a gymnasium, and we had 117 kids, plus adults, plus us, all in one middle school gymnasium. So it was pretty hectic. We could only do 2 stations at a time. So what we did was we had 2 stations at once, and then they flip-flopped, and then we were able to do a quick setup for the next 2 after that, and then they flip-flopped on that, and we ended it. I don't think it went too bad, but it was inside. It was kind of hard to kind of focus and get the kids' attention, because instead of having 4 groups of manageable, we had 2 groups of close to 80, 70, 80 some. So it was a little hard to do, especially with the little kids, because they don't pay attention very well. But it worked out pretty well for us. The one in Kentucky was pretty good. We had scheduled rain as well. That was another thing. So it was rain all around while we were in West Virginia. So The third one was actually in West Virginia. It was in Madison. So if you don't know where that is 40 minutes south of Charleston. I believe it's in Scott. There's Scott High School, so that's a single A school in West Virginia, and it was alright. It was actually done by Massey Energy. So those of you that are in West Virginia know what that is. If you don't live in West Virginia, you might want to look that up. Do a Google search. But the field was actually really nice. It was it looked brand new. It was all turf. And again, we had rain, but it actually didn't stay away either. So we had to actually take cover a few times because of the heavy rain. And the first time it started raining, it was sprinkling, and then I just looked off into the distance and I just saw just a wave of water come towards us. So I just said to myself, well, I should probably get inside or undercover. And I tried to tell a few other people, and they weren't listening. So I just said, well, I'm not going to get wet. And then everybody else started getting wet, so I stayed dry for the most part. But that one went well. There's a couple kids that were pretty bad. They wouldn't listen, weren't really paying attention. But that's the thing of doing clinics. But I have a few pictures of what we did the last couple weeks. I try to take as much as I can. Some of the fields, the overlook, like what I was talking about earlier. I was going to go over my my speech that I do, but I'm going to do that for the next video so that you guys can get a feel of what I say to the kids. It's all about hitting 4 things that I go over. So hopefully you'll stick around for that. Hopefully I can get this up pretty quick. Like I said, we're in Alabama. We'll be in Louisiana tomorrow. There's supposed to be a clinic tomorrow, but we will not be helping out with that. And there's a ton of kids at that clinic. I think they said there was about 240 kids signed up, so it was a bunch. And there's only 8 of them, so we're going to help them out as soon as we can. I think there's one Sunday that we're going to help out, and it's close to 200 or more. So there'll be 13 of us, I believe, helping out. So we'll have it kind of managed a little bit better. I'll be back with the old crew, kind of catch up on what we talked about last time we met, which was 3 weeks ago. So yeah, that's what we're doing. It feels like we've been on the road forever, but we've only been on the road for almost 2 months, so it's still fun, but it has its ups and downs. But I'll get into that in the next video. So hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoy the pictures that I'm taking. If you have any questions on where I'm going, I'll try to put the schedule up where we're going, and see if you guys can request like some pictures for me to take, because I'd like to take some pictures of some stuff. We will be going to different ballparks, minor league ballparks, things like that, major league ballparks for games, and also doing clinics as well. So hopefully I'll be able to share those as much as possible with you all. So thanks.